It is high time we tell ourselves the truth. Nothing but the truth. Nigeria is a scam. APC is a scam. Let's have it at the back of our mind. Finally, Nigeria has happened to Amaechi. Amaechi, Amaechi has decamped from APC. In fact, Amaechi don't use mouth rubbish APC. He don't use mouth rubbish our president, TINUBU. He said that the man no get Nigeria for mind. That how can you call yourself a president of a country and you are seated on that chair? Say people they buy, hunger they buy people. People no get money, no good facilities in the hospitals, schools are not, like, workers are not being paid. It's a lot of things that happen. Say him, he cannot dwell in that kind of post. That is a shameful thing. It's a very, very shameful thing. So therefore, he has the camp. You people know after yesterday coalition, what happened? It is still under contemplation if the TINUBU, if P2B will, embrace ADC, or P2B will go to PDP. That's the only two ways. And as it stands now, they are really waiting for P2B to join their ADC. Yes, so that they can be able to join hands together and kick away TINUBU. But how possible is it going to be? Person when you know fit kick out, when you never become president. Now when you don't become president. To me, I would say that P2B should go and relax. Go and sit down. It's not going to work for him in ADC. ADC, you see, belong to Abubakar Atiku. If you P2B decide to go to APC, to go to PDP, the frustration there is going to be too much on him. They will mount frustration on him. And he cannot go to APC. So therefore, back out. Go home, relax. You have made your money. Even Amaechi even tried to, insult him, P2B, by saying if P2B say that he have power, he have mouth, he has the money he can spend, that he is a winner, let him come out. Let him come out and contest. You see that, yeah, when people watch this video.
He wrote, yesterday the coalition members formally adopted the African Democratic Congress, ADC, for the 2027 Nigeria general election, with distinguished Senator David Mark serving as the national chairman and His Excellency Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola serving as the national secretary. Our commitment is to sacrifice and work together towards the 2027 general election, ensuring that Nigeria gets a competent, capable, and compassionate leadership that will prioritize the nation's future by putting the welfare of Nigerians first. This decision was not made lightly. It comes from deep reflection on where we are as a country and what must be done to move forward. No one group can change Nigeria alone. To dismantle the structures that keep our people in poverty and insecurity, we must build bridges, not walls, even when those bridges are uneasy. A new Nigeria is possible. In the meantime, former Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amaechi, announced his resignation from the APC on Tuesday, stating that he never believed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had the capacity to lead Nigeria. According to him, Tinubu has completely destroyed Nigeria with high inflation and economic hardship. He's quoted as saying, and I'll read his quote, "Nigeria is completely destroyed. People can't eat. There is no money to buy food. Everything is gone. Inflation is at its peak. And the federal government is busy going around trying to hijack the election. INEC is helping them to hijack the election. I left APC last night. I never attended one meeting. The last time they invited me, I won them. In fact, I was surprised that I wasn't even expelled because I won them in writing not to invite me to any meeting. I have never believed that Tinubu is a material to govern the country. I have never, because people now want Buhari to return. We see in Nigeria that when a new government takes over, it becomes worse than the previous government. People are asking for Buhari because things were better during Buhari's administration. dollar was, I think, 460 naira or 500 and something. Well, he just quoted the high inflation at the point. But go ahead.
I mean, yeah, so let's bring out the facts, because when politicians talk, they talk a lot. Let's bring it, yeah. The dollar rate to the naira rate, we know, was a lot better, during Buhari. But also, let's not also forget the fact that we took a lot of ways and means. So there was a lot of debt too that we needed to deal with. And the same ambitious things were better during Buhari. At some point, I think, things went at loggerheads, we see. So
people want Buhari back.
Yeah, people clamor for, Buhari back because of the hardship that's going on. But Dr. Abati, I think I put a finger on it. You see, when people want to say things in this way, they say, oh, he studied animal science and everything. You see, my study of science, that gives me a better perspective of how Nigerian politicians behave. And I will tell you why. It's a theory in physics. As you said, anomalous. I remembered one theory called the anomalous expansion of water. Water has a unique behavior. It cools from 4 degrees to 0 degrees, then freezes to ice. Most liquid contracts as they cool. But when water reaches its maximum density at 4 degrees, then it expands as it gets colder, becoming less dense. This expansion is due to formation of crystalline structure, which bore molecules between when water freezes. So, a lot of our Nigerian politicians follow the principle of the anomalous expansion of water. That's principle number 1. Principle number 2 is mercury. Have you ever wondered why when somebody changes, they call him mercurial? I will tell you based on my science training. It's coming to good news today. Mercury is a metallic element, but it is liquid when it's at standard temperature and pressure. Standard temperature and pressure, room temperature is about 25 degrees centigrade. It is known as quicksilver. So, for all the politicians that are here and are there, you will know that they are mercurial in nature. So that's the answer to your question about how Wike can be a member of the PDP and serve with the APC government and because the katakata in the PDP. So with the
we're going to continue on the conversation.
Politics,
yes,
not science.
That's the explanation.
Not chemistry.
Science
explains politics.
Science explains politics. Yes. That's what you think. Okay.
Okay. There's something called social science. And social science is about human beings, but it's not science qua science, either in physics or in my main point is that political parties, they represent aggregations of interests of persons who have a similar objective and who have agreed to come together. And that's why they are governed by constitution. That's why INEC talks about internal democracy. And that's why I say it's a strange and unusual situation whereby you will be in this party, you will also be in that party. If you want to be a toad, be a toad. If you want to be a fish, be a fish. Yes. So this amphibious behavior that we're trying to legitimize in Nigerian politics is unacceptable. It's a devaluation, of the standard that we have seen elsewhere. So we should not justify it. I know Rufai is talking about how people behave. What is not normal in other parts of the world has become the new normal.